What's going on, guys? My name is Jordan and welcome to my flippin' life. Today we're outside the garage. We're at Spirit Halloween. We're going to see what's new here because they didn't have much the last time I was here, and I need to pick up a type of staff for my witch, so I'm going to see if they have anything new set up. So let's go check it out. So they have a little bit of new stuff, nothing too crazy. The mask selection is super depressing. They do have some cool looking stuff. Serial clown. I'm not big on clowns, but they got some cool stuff. Zombie's pretty sweet. All kinds of stuff. Probably have to do some voiceover work here. Some music all the time. But I did find the staff I wanted to get, which is this baby head staff. It's $24.99. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this up, because this is gonna look great on my witch. So as you can see, no props. They only have the Harvest of Souls, and the new Scarecrow is no longer set up. They have a bunch of fire and ice lights, black lights, more fire and ice, all the whirl emotions, black light chalk, and peepers, fog machines, fog juice and cleaners. Everything's pretty bare yet. A couple of those guys there, Beetlejuice, and the only props on the floor are sitting scarecrows. Harvest of Souls. He's set up. Jumping spider. He even works. There's their strobe lights. Not much going on here. Pretty empty shelving, like I said last time. Skulls, empty. Spiders. Yeah. Buzzsaw. Play him. Tell you he's not worth $279.
You need to be cut down to size. Looks like you need a little trimming. A lift here, a tuck there. You'll be perfect in no time.
He does have a really cool face. The rest of them's cheap.
I've got a hammer, and I hammer in the evening all over this place.
I saw this, and it gave me an idea here. Instead of using that, I'll get the other one that's cheaper and get a plague doctor mask and make that witch into a plague doctor, a witch doctor. I think that's a really good idea, and I think that's what we're gonna do. I have a bunch of these skulls for $50 each, and bride and groom for $20. That's an extremely rip-off. Those are $16.99. Some more over here. These little ones are $20. Crazy. They have a bunch of these skeletons. And they have some skulls. These are kind of like a foam. Oh, these are hollow. $20. 12. These should be 12. These are 15. scarecrows and clowns. Said the same generic saying as they all do. More clowns. Their tombstone selection is extremely weak. There's nothing. Everything's overpriced anyway. They do have a couple cool ones. This one's really cool looking, but it's super overpriced. They all are. These are all overpriced. Let's see what this is. I think they're like 25 bucks. Well, no, this is only 15, but still. It's just foam. Jesus. But they don't have much. These little ones are 5 bucks. And these are 5 bucks. They're just tiny. They don't have much. Got Headless Jack. It's not very headless. Try him.
I have unearthed the ground just for you. Behold your resting place for eternity.
And they have Mr. Howell. I'm sure you already know what he does, but he's massive. Look at those hands. There's my hand. It's huge. He's massive. Huge. The Hauntress creeping right here. See if she works. Her face is super awesome. Got some skeletons with the LED lights lit up. Pumpkin factory. Here they got Wraith set up. See if we can get him to go. The theme is super cool though. I like the old factory. It looks so cool. Alright, so that concludes my Spirit Halloween trip. I was gonna buy a Plague Doctor mask, but I'm gonna get one online and I can get it about half the price. So I ended up getting this skull scythe looking thing for the witch. I'll show you what that looks like. And yeah, this is probably gonna end up being like 2 different videos, so it's gonna be a hard one to follow. I might have to trim this up and use bits and pieces for another video, make this its own separate video. But this store is super not ready yet, I should say. Like they're not ready to go. They got tons and tons of stuff they still need to set out, but they had a few more props and animatronics out today than they did last week. Just didn't have enough to tickle my fancy. They don't have the props and animatronics that I'm looking for. Really hoping Home Depot picks it up here soon. But yeah, that was Spirit Halloween. So here is the new staff that I bought at Spirit Halloween. It's this giant skull with this like spine. And then I bought a lantern to put in her hand over here, in a Plague Doctor mask. And it's all white with a cross on the forehead, with the big crow beak. It's definitely gonna be awesome. Like it all started coming together as I was shopping, and I was like, man, I'm gonna buy this baby head, and then it was like, nah. The baby head was like $30 or $25. This was 10. I donated, got me a free bracelet and all that stuff. Got me a sticker on the wall. But this, I'm gonna turn this into a plague doctor. Like, that is an awesome idea. And it just, I throw everything on the whim, and that's how I usually set my haunts up anyway, is just off the cuff. And this is just like, it all started coming together. So given this, and I seen the witch doctor staff, and I was like, well, this is like the cheapest one they sell. So I bought this. I mean, it's wicked cool. But obviously it's not going to be in front of all these props like that. But I'm going to put a plague doctor mask on her. It'd be great if she was 7-8 feet tall, but she's not. She's only 5 foot, but it's still going to be super effective. So I'm going to rip that black stuff off her head, I think. Maybe not. I might just put the mask on and then add more creepy cloth over top. Definitely going to get rid of this green cloth she has here. Going to rip that off. So I bought a solar lantern and a mask. So she's going to be holding a old school lantern, but it's solar powered. And it's going to look awesome. And I don't have to do much as far as character wise, other than just build some type of hood. But I'm going to leave the hair out. I think leaving the hair, like, put the mask on and leave the hair out around it. I think that'd look cool. And then I might have to cut some of this back just so I can give the effectiveness of the hair sticking out of it. And then these are totally not going to match. So I'm going to have a plague doctor and then a witch, or a witch doctor and whatever. Like, it's still a witch, I guess, but you're not going to be able to see her eyes. You might be able to see her eyes through it, but I'm not sure until I get the mask and how I'm going to have to fit it. Because obviously this isn't like a human head, but it has this big hump of foam, and then like the control box is back here too. So I might be able to, I guess that'll work out. But I think that's going to turn out awesome. And like I said, it was just off the cuff, just going through the store, looking at everything, and then I started getting, brain waves of how to recreate this witch. And I was like, man, a witch doctor, yes. Then it was like, oh, plague doctor. I seen the plague doctor mask, and I was like, oh, yep, we're doing that. So ordered all new stuff. When that gets here, I will finish up the rest of this build, and we will get to going on this thing. I'm going to probably zip tie this staff in her hand, and then I'll figure out something for that lantern so she can hold the lantern. I got to paint those other fingernails yet. And then we're going to put the plague doctor mask on, and we're going to see what happens, because this is going to look badass. I promise you, it is going to look awesome. So make sure, like, share, subscribe, stay tuned, because this plague doctor build is going to look awesome. I wish she was a lot taller, and I could make her taller, and I may end up doing that in future. Probably not this year, but in the future, I might make her taller and make the plague doctor into like a real thing. But for this year, I think adding the new mask, adding a lantern, the new staff is definitely going to be like, plague doctor, totally. We're totally like going to that store today. I was like, we're totally doing plague doctor. This is awesome. So we ordered all that stuff for way cheaper. I ordered a lantern and a mask for cheaper than I could have bought a mask at Spirit today. So we'll wait till that stuff shows up. Hopefully it's not coming from you know, overseas, but I ordered all from United States. So hopefully it'll be here within a week or so, and we'll get this build going. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. And then once I get it all on there, I'll start adding all the creepy cloth and getting all this stuff. I'll rip all the old stuff off and just get her all blacked out and be a plague doctor. So I'll just add a bunch of black creepy cloth to her, and I'm excited. And I'll take the witch's cauldron and the fire, and I'll put her in the new witch. I'll give that to the new witch, and then this one's just going to be a straight up plague doctor. So I might even rig up my fog machine for this plague doctor, get me like some vacuum hose or something, and make it happen. Stay tuned. This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited about this. This is going to be awesome.